Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the new trailer that's dropped, much to everyone's surprise, for the Book of Boba Fett. We're going to have a look at it and then we're going to have a bit of a chat about it afterwards, see what we think. So let's just get on with the trailer.
I am not a bounty hunter. I've heard otherwise. I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer. Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
You were all once captains under Jabba the Hutt.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please, speak freely.
Okay, there we go. Wow, please speak freely. First thoughts, that looks freaking awesome. So, looks like we're going to get that at the end of the year, and then it's Mandalorian Season 3 not long after, I think. So it looks like they're going to be fairly close to each other, so that's going to be good. That's going to be cool. One almost straight into the other. I'm liking the idea of that. I might have that completely wrong. That looked pretty cool though. It looked like we started off with that weird spider thing, some robot spider thing. What was that? What the hell was that? Wasn't there like a thing like that in Jedi, I want to say, lurking around Jabba's palace, some weird mechanical spider thing? I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Are they the same thing? I don't know. What's the spider thing? That's so it looked like we got shots from primarily two scenes. It looked like there was like a meeting, like a not a council meeting, like a meeting of factions, and then there was a sort of ambush out in the streets somewhere. So the faction meeting, that looked like it's I'm thinking this is Boba is basically taking over Jabba's territory and all the criminal sort of operations that he controlled. And then the other character, Fennec Shand, is it? Played by, what's the actress called? Ming-Na Wen, something like that. I'm probably getting that wrong. Looks like she's his sort of second in command now. I quite like her. I like the actress, I like the character, who cropped up in Bad Batch as well, and The Mandalorian. I like her, and the actress was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was a bit of a badass in this, and she looks like a badass in Book of Boba Fett. And for some reason her character, Fennec, she always reminds me of the assassin from episode 2, from Attack of the Clones. Was it Zem Wessel? Always reminds me of her for some reason. I don't know. But it looks like, yeah, so Boba's taken over Jabba's territory. Maybe everyone else has got used to Jabba not being there and they don't want someone else taking over. And Boba's basically got to show them who the new boss is. So we had this meeting with these little groups, different sort of pairs of aliens. It looked like that was cool. And it looked like a couple of them were the same race as Bosk, the bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back. So does that mean he's going to turn up? Probably not. Won't have to do, but you know, that'd be cool as well. So different alien races there representing whoever they're representing. Gamorreans walking around still being guards. And then we got that bit at the end where one of them says, "What's to stop us killing you?" And Fennec says, "Oh, if you spoke like that to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie." Is the menagerie still there? Do we get to see the menagerie? So that was one scene. We got this meeting that was going on that I say seems to be Boba Fett basically telling everyone, "I'm in charge now." And then there was this second scene where they sort of get ambushed out in the street. They've got these guys with these sort of holographic riot shields and these sort of like stun batons or something, I don't know. And we don't know when that occurs. Is that an attack, or is that a group of people just like someone wants to talk to you, come along quietly? It didn't look like it ended quietly. It looked like someone got absolutely battered by Boba. And there was that shot of, it looked like his helmet dropping to the floor and a load of credits spilling out of it. I don't know what that is. Other than that, it looks like we got a load of like little individual separate shots scattered about. We've got the spidery thing. I still don't know what that is. There was a shot of Slave 1 flying around. I'm hoping the series is mainly going to centre on Tatooine and not go flying off here, there and everywhere. I'm hoping it's Boba Fett trying to take over Jabba's territory in his criminal empire, and it's going to mainly be set on Tatooine and all the groups and everyone on the planet. So we got that. We got a shot of the city. Don't know what city. Mos Eisley, somewhere else, I don't know. That looked really awesome though, with all sunk in that sort of crater and then spread out around the rim. There were some sand people in it. Again, we don't know, is that them coming to the city? Is that them coming to the palace, to Jabba's palace? Or do we meet them out in the desert? What have they got to, I mean, it could just be a random shot from the look of it. I don't know. Who knows? And then we got, oh, there was a shot of another alien that I always call the hammerhead aliens. I don't know what they're called. The ones whose head looks like it comes forward and then tips up and their eyes are at the front. Like one of them sitting on a big chair. And you get the impression maybe this is another crime lord, or maybe they run some organisation. And you get to see, as you're looking at him, someone just starts to move into shot at the bottom corner. And you get to see the shoulder and a bit of the head. It looks like it's Boba Fett from what you can see. So maybe he's paying a visit to this other crime lord. Maybe that's like the ambush, is this guy wants to talk to you. But it looks like Boba Fett has come in to talk to this guy. And then there was a shot of, oh, a couple of Twi'leks. Like a yellow one and a sort of pinky one. And again, we don't know what was going on there. Boba and Fennec, they walk through a sort of doorway. And then we get this shot of Twi'leks, and the yellow one's obviously reporting to the other one. And I know Jennifer Beals is in the series. I don't know if she's in it all the way through or whether it's one episode. But I think she might have been the pink Twi'lek who looked like the one she was in charge. That may have been her. And that may have been where we get the shot of the credits in the helmet. It may be that Boba Fett was turning up to collect protection money or something. And maybe he collected some credits and then they got ambushed afterwards and dropped it in the street and they were scattered everywhere. I don't know. That looked interesting. I'd like, like that to be, if that character, maybe they're in it all the way through the series. Maybe there's something going on there. That'd be interesting. That was it, essentially, that I can remember. And, there was a weird bit in that shot with the Twi'leks. I just caught sight of some guy in the corner with a yellow scarf on, and my brain just went, who's that guy in a yellow scarf? Probably no one, just an extra just sitting there. So, but that was it. The other thing, though, the one other thing was the scene where he goes to meet the guy sitting in the big chair, the alien, the hammerhead alien. As he walks in, you get this voiceover that says, I understand I know you're now sitting on the throne of your former employer, something like that. I know you're sitting on the throne of your former employer. I think something like that is said, and it sounds suspiciously like that's the Mandalorian saying that. I don't know if it is. Does that mean he's going to crop up in the series? Does that mean the two shows are going to cross over with each other? I don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to wait to find out what the answers to all these questions are. We're going to have to wait to find out exactly what is going on. But first impressions, that's looking pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that quite a lot. Other than that, that is it for this video. Until next time, remember, hit the thumbs up below, and I will see you in the next one.